Who's tired of watching the news? I can't do it anymore. It's so negative, it's so depressing, it just sucks the life out of us, right? But don't worry, I found a place where we can get all the information we need about real issues from real people. Should I worry about tetanus? I mean, what's more real than that? And judging from the picture, yes, you should be worried about tetanus. This is the Kitchen Confidential subreddit, a place where food and beverage workers come together to discuss the real world, one post at a time. And let me tell you, I'm here for it. What is this thing anyways? I think it's a fryer basket. Let me know if you disagree, but I'm pretty sure it's a fryer basket, judging from the picture. I wounded myself pretty badly when I was dishwashing. I couldn't have guessed that there were literal spikes in the middle of this thing, and it went all the way inside my pinky. If you are working the dish pit, you better be prepared to have some injuries. Should I be worried about tetanus? Tetanus is no joke. You don't want to mess around with that. It's unlikely that you are going to get tetanus, but better to be safe than sorry, dude. The rule of thumb is that if you didn't get a vaccine within the last 10 years and there's suspicion of possibility for infection, you should get a shot. Yeah, I agree. Throw that away immediately. Yeah, that's like common sense. I actually can't believe this is in a functioning restaurant. If it's a fryer basket, think about the food that's going into that oil and rubbing up against these rusty ass pieces of metal. Like, come on, guys. Go to the doc and get the shot. You may also need antibiotics. And if you need a vaccine, it's probably like $5. I don't know how much it is, but it's probably super inexpensive. Sometimes after a long shift, you just gotta get stoned as hell and eat a lot of pasta straight out of the cookware. Let me tell you, my man, I don't need to be stoned to eat this. I would eat this just on a regular Tuesday, and good for you for not wasting a storage container. The pot makes a great storage container. There's no need to use another one. Just throw a lid on it and pop that bad boy into the fridge. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, guys, but I have to say, I am one of those Karens that has to heat this up before I eat it. I know. And it's not that I would refuse to eat this cold. I totally would. I would just prefer maybe 2 minutes in a microwave. But obviously not in the pot, guys. Do not put a metal pot in your microwave. You're going to regret that. Side note, back when CDs were really popular, there was a rumor going around that if you put a CD inside a microwave and turned it on, you would be in for like some extraordinary light show. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Now, I've tried it, and to be honest, I was a little disappointed. But no, we're not gonna try it again right now, so don't get your hopes up. I don't even know if I own a DVD or a CD anymore. These meals just hit differently. I'm with you, man. I agree. Sometimes there's nothing better than just leftovers. You guys know anyone that doesn't like leftovers, that will like refuse to eat leftovers? I think we all know those people. I know those people. And to be honest, I don't trust those people. If you're telling me that you will refuse to eat leftovers just because they're leftovers, I don't trust you. Our friendship is over. That pot looks hella sturdy. And then there's a response. Damn right it is. That's the all-clad D3 everyday 3-quart saucepan, baby. Now, I can't confirm or deny that this is actually an all-clad pot, but if it is, they're 100% right. All-clad makes amazing stuff. It's really expensive, but if you're lucky enough to have a set, it's gonna last you forever. Looks like you forgot the inch layer thick of shaved parm on top, or is that just me? No, it's not just you, it's me too. I mean, it may only be the two of us. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Do you put like a pound of Parmesan cheese on top of your pasta? I just love cheese. Mr. Fancy Pants with a fork and everything. I will admit, guys, there's been times where I may have been under the influence that I just grabbed a pot of leftovers and just started scooping it out with my hands. Don't tell me I'm the only one. I know some of you have done this too, okay? Standing up over the sink. Yes! Yes, that is clearly the only appropriate place to eat something like this. You don't sit at a table. You stand over the sink like a normal person. JD Vance turned away a British pub over staff revolt. Now, I know I was complaining about politics, okay? And I don't mean for this to be political. I just think it's kind of funny, and I want to hear the details. I got to hear the deets on this. The 411. The T, as the kids say these days. Okay, Vice President J.D. Vance was reportedly turned away by a popular British pub after staffers threatened not to show up for work if the restaurant booked his reservation. An employee at The Bull in Charlbury I'm butchering that. Charlbury, Oxfordshire, good grief, said they were unable to comment on the matter when contacted by the Daily Beast. Public House Group, the restaurant group that operates the understated Michelin-rated venue, hasn't responded to the Daily News request for comment. Some residents at the Oxfordshire hamlet have become upset by Vance choosing their South Central England region to spend some downtime. Damn, that's not a good trip, man. What a bummer. Can you imagine just being that hated where there's signs up? Like, how do you function as a human? How do you go home at night and go to bed knowing that all these people just don't like you? Like, as someone in the public eye, right? I make videos, I'm all over social media. I thrive on positivity, not negativity. I can't stand when I get negative comments. It like keeps me up at night. I can't imagine like the gravity and the magnitude of someone like this. I can't even imagine. I love my people, but damn. Oh, and we got a video too. All right, let's watch this video. Oh dear God, there's an explosion. Now I don't know what culture this is. This Vietnamese maybe? It looks like they're making like almost like a pho or something like that. I don't know, it could be Vietnamese, correct me if I'm wrong there. But why is your portable stove on fire? And there's literally broth and oil all over your floor now. Is this a house? This doesn't look like a restaurant. Why is it on the floor? The stove is still on fire. I bet that's so good though. You know, these like home cooked meals like this, I bet that tastes so good. That broth is probably like 100 out of 10. Why are they on the floor? Don't they have like a table of some sort? She's checking. She's like, yeah, it looks fine. The kids in the background like, I'm hungry, Mom. When are we eating? This is like a normal Wednesday night. The fact she's still cooked in the oil while the stove is still on fire. I know, right? Like, she's not messing around. She's done this a lot. This ain't homegirl's first grease fire. I'm not scared of the cooking. I am scared of the cleanup afterwards. That looks like a mess to clean up, especially if there's a lot of oil involved. You guys ever spill oil on the floor in any like decent amount? It's a freaking nightmare to clean up. Haha, I live in China and I see stuff like this every single day. Chinese people usually zero risk awareness. Don't get me started on how people drive them. But the food is fire, I guarantee you. Do you want to burn down your house? Because this is how you burn down your house. Normally, I would agree. Like, if an American did that, I feel like if an American did this, the average American, they would absolutely 100% burn their house down. Fire department would be there in a matter of minutes. But no, not this lady. She does this every day. Trust level 100%. What is this now? The lunch menu from presidential luncheon yesterday? What? Are we talking about like the meeting with Putin? Yeah, look, luncheon in honor of His Excellency Vladimir Putin, President of the Russian Federation. How did they get this? Someone literally snatched a photo of the lunch menu? Oh, what are they eating? I'm interested to know what they're eating. All right, so what do we got here? What do we got? Green salad with champagne vinaigrette. Okay. Duet of filet mignon with brandy peppercorn sauce and halibut Olympia. Served with buttery whipped potatoes and roasted asparagus, followed by a creme brulee. Damn! I mean, guys, that's fire. I would eat every single one of these. Are you kidding me? There's nothing even weird about any of these. Normally you have these fancy ass meals and it's like super weird ingredients. No way. I would eat all of these. How does this work? Do you think they get input from the leaders that are going to be there? Like Putin and Trump and whoever else? Do they ask them? I wonder if they ask them. I'm sure they do, right? Because they're not going to serve them something that they don't like. Sage advice. If you break glasses in the ice well, oh no. Oh, I know where this is going. Oh my God. Make sure to drain and clean it out ASAP. Or don't scoop ice with glass. That is excellent advice. This happens so much, and it's usually the bartenders or maybe a server that's just incompetent and has zero ability to use any critical thinking. What happens if you don't know what they're talking about? You have the ice well, right? Where they get ice for making drinks and things. It's like a big chest. People will break glasses in there. It happens all the time. And that is a serious risk, right? Because you could potentially serve somebody a drink with ice and broken glass in it. So yes, it's 100% every time. If that happens, you have to drain it and clean it. It's a huge pain in the ass. And just the fact that they have to mention this, that they have to leave this on a whiteboard. Like, come on, guys, get it together. Used to work with a bartender who insisted on scooping with a pint instead of the million metal instruments around him he could have used. Always drove me crazy. Yes, that's how it happens. People will be lazy, and instead of using like the metal ice scoop, they'll just use a freaking glass. They'll use a glass like this, and they'll just scoop it, and then they slam it in there like freaking hard, and it chips the side of the cup into the freaking ice. Don't get me started. Really upsets me. Worked at one place where that was a fireable offense. Immediately leave. Go. Zero tolerance. That's how it should be. If you find somebody doing this, they have no respect for anybody's safety. Yeah, that's a fireable offense. Is the highlighted service charge considered a tip? Okay, what do we got here? We got some dinner for $210, wine pairing $65, subtotal $275. Service charge 22%, and then taxes. First of all, a service charge of 22% seems like a very arbitrary number. How did they come out with 22%? Second of all, yes, do not tip on top of that. What are they charging you for? The service charge is the tip. I'd be real annoyed to see that percentage, 22%, that they just slap on there. 22% is definitely gratuity, and if it's not, that's for the wait staff to sort it out with management, either by getting a new job or coming to an agreement. But as a consumer, 22% on top of menu prices is a tip, and that's one hell of a tip. Anyone wanting to know, oh, this is the OP, or this is the original poster. I'm considering it a tip. For those who were helpful, thank you so much. For those who decided to PM and literally threaten me, what the F? Who's threatening this poor guy? Why is he getting threatened? Why are you getting threatened? You just asked a normal question. You gotta love Reddit, guys. Service charge belongs to restaurant owner to do whatever they want with. Gratuity belongs to the employee. That's the only difference. If I go somewhere with a service charge, I don't tip. If the servers are getting screwed by the owner, it's not my problem. Typically, tips are not pooled. If you're adding gratuity to your check, that goes to that server. However, there are lots of places that do pool tips, and a service charge is considered a tip from the restaurant's perspective. Okay, that'll all go into a pool at the end of the night, and that's shared mostly with the servers, sometimes with the back of the house people, but not always. But it should be, you should tip out your dish pit guy, you should tip out your runners, you should tip out your line cooks. Yeah, just saw this on the WTF sub and thought you guys should have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so it's a ticket that comes out of a printer in the back for food. What do we got? I can't even read this. General notes, no wine menu, he is particular. Sounds like a D-bag. Doesn't need wine list. Will walk in without rezo and seat himself at 61 and or insist he gets his table. Wow. Always black napkins for them. Special relationship. Alert the manager. Regular VIP. What is this, the president? Food and drink preferences. Always wants the best steaks. Gotta make sure we deliver. Is this a joke? This is like the new floor manager, right? Maybe he's like an assistant manager that wants to do a good job. He's been there for like 3 weeks and he sees this guy come in all the time and he's like, oh, everything's gotta be perfect. We have to write it on the ticket. Like he's forcing his servers to write these things on the ticket. Make sure the steaks are cooked right and most importantly, tender. Oh my God, I would lose my mind. If he orders the crab cakes, no peppers and extra butter. Not lemon butter, just regular butter. It's a she. Okay, now we know. She likes unsweet Arnold Palmer's How do you get unsweet Arnold Palmer's? Arnold Palmer, if you don't know, is iced tea and lemonade. Lemonade can be fairly sweet. And he likes, oh, so it's a couple. Okay, it's a couple. Now we're getting somewhere. And he likes Coke in a water glass, refill drinks every 15 to 20 minutes, bring lemon crowns for drinks instead of wedges. He likes extra butter on the side with his crab cakes. Cowboys, well marbleized and thick, cooked medium. He likes creme brulee for dessert. Ridiculous amount of butter to his table. Hot, crispy bread. Wife, Monica. Oh my God, that takes the cake. I have never in my life seen this many special requests. I want to know who these people are. So whoever posted this, if you happen to ever see this video, please write a comment and give us more information. It screams Bistro Huddy. What about Scoobs, guys? Scubeskitchen, come on, there's no Scubeskitchen? This is straight out of my videos. It's fine. Translation, he treats people like crap as a hobby. I'm gonna agree. I don't want to be friends with these people. How embarrassing. Like, what if they didn't get this right? Can you imagine going to dinner with these people and they didn't already have this all planned out? It would be a disaster. I would be so embarrassed. I'd be so embarrassed. I would get up and leave and never talk to them again. Huh, that's a new one. Okay, so we got another ticket here, an electronic ticket. There's some special notes in red there over medium taters, bacon, biscuit, apple butter, allergic to garlic, and Spanish. Allergic to Spanish? I'm gonna guess, guys, that this was either a typo or just they meant something completely different. But what it sounds like to me is that whoever did this is probably one of those gated community type of customers. Don't let them see into the kitchen because, newsflash, there were probably some Spanish-speaking people involved in making your meal. The customer is an ICE agent. Seems like more of an intolerance. Wow. That's Spanish for spinach. You know what? Looking at it now, that's probably what they meant, right? Spinach, Spanish. It's spelled completely wrong. I'm gonna go with the idea that they meant spinach, okay? Allergic to spinach. I have no words, this time with post LOL. Wow, is that a hole? That's a hole in like a giant pot? A stainless steel pot? What? How? Do you know how hot that would have to be? There's a video. Okay, hang on, there's a video. Oh my God. Oh, that is completely destroyed. Guys, you would have to be boiling liquid in there for so long. I mean, it could potentially be that there was a weak point in that pot, but judging by how black everything was and charred, somebody like left this thing on overnight or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Came into a melted pot, broth was left a bit too high. So that's what they're saying is that was broth that was boiling. That would have to be boiling for so long. Blackened chicken broth reduction. Heard, chef. Jesus Christ, what were you cooking, meth? Just soak it and leave it for the next shift. Yes, that is the appropriate response. If you're closing, just leave it for the opening crew. Just leave it alone. Don't even put it away. Don't mess with it. Don't even clean up the broth. Just leave. The openers will do it. Unless you're clopening. If you got a cloping shift, the close, then you got to be right back in the morning for opening, then you're screwed. Then you might as well just take care of it before you leave at night. The dishy is gonna walk in, see that in the sink, and stab someone. Don't mess with the dishies. Don't bring them stuff late about time when they're ready to go home. Don't do that. Don't leave stuff like this for them. You better respect your dishies. I'm just warning. It's a fair warning, okay? Those guys don't mess around. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Guys, I can only imagine what the comment section on this picture is going to be. Let's all try to be adults about this. Let's just give everybody the benefit of the doubt that it's gonna be appropriate. Lots of lube and patience, and you'll get it shoved all the way up there before you know it. Better use a lot of extra virgin olive oil. You don't need strength, you need relaxation. Grow up, people. All right, I can't do it anymore. That's all I could take for today. This is the Kitchen Confidential subreddit. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I've had a lot of fun. If you guys like these kind of videos, we'll do more. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.